Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation, we're going to see how we go about creating a virtual install of Microsoft Server 2022 using VirtualBox. For this lab demonstration, I will be using one installation of the latest edition of VirtualBox with the extension pack and one Windows Server 2022 ISO image. To download our Windows Server 2022 ISO image, we're going to go out to the Microsoft Evaluation Center. And here we're going to scroll on down until we get to the section that is entitled Get Started for Free. And we're going to click over here to the right where it says Download the ISO. Go ahead and click that. On this next page, you're going to need to register to get access to the ISO image. And this information is not verified, so you can fill in the information as you see fit. Once you get all that done, just scroll on down to the bottom and click Download Now. We're going to need the ISO image. We're going to need the 64-bit edition, so we're going to go ahead and just click that. And finally, choose the location for which you wish to store the ISO image. And with VirtualBox open, we're now ready to proceed on with creating our virtual install of Server 2022. Now to do this, I'm going to go up here where it says Machine. I'm going to go to New. That starts the new machine wizard. I'm going to give it a user-friendly name. I'm going to go ahead and browse on over to where I saved that ISO image. We're going to check the box to skip the unattended install. Underneath hardware, we can select that. Here we have the base memory. I'm going to go ahead and increase this to at least 8 gigs. Processors, I'm going to go ahead and increase to 2. The hard disk, I'm going to leave that at the default of 50 gig. And here we're going to create a virtual hard disk now. I'm going to click Finish. Now to begin the installation process, I'm just going to find my new installation of Server 2022 in the left window pane of VirtualBox and just double click it. That begins the startup of the ISO image, and we'll begin the process of configuring Server 2022 in just a moment. The installation of Server 2022 is no different than any previous version of Windows Server. It's exactly the same GUI setup. All we have to do is just accept the defaults. For the language, the currency, and the keyboard format, click Next. And now we can click the button for Install Now. Here we can select the version of Server 2022 that we want. Now we have to make sure that we select the version that is labeled Desktop Experience. If you don't do that, then you're going to get Core. And we don't need Core, we need the Desktop Experience. So go ahead and select that and click Next. On this next window, we accept the license agreement. Click Next. And on this next page, we're going to click Custom. We're going to ensure that we have our 50 gigabyte of disk space available to us, and we're going to click Next. And this begins the installation of the files. And once the installation completes, you can go ahead and click the Restart Now button, and Windows Server 2022 reboots. After it completes the setup, it will reboot one more time. So after some time, we do get the next screen, which is going to ask for our administrator password. I'm going to go ahead and type in a new password here. Repeat that password. And I will click Finish. And that's about all there is to the setup for Server 2022. Now to complete the login process, we have to send over a Control-Alt-Delete message. Now to do this, we're just going to go over here to our input in VirtualBox, go to the keyboard, and we're going to send over a Control-Alt-Delete. And we're going to type in that password we just created. And we're going to build that administrator profile. And just like any other installation of Windows Server that we've previously encountered. Once we log in, we are greeted by Server Manager. We can go ahead and check the box to not show this message again. Close out that message. And now we are on the desktop of Server 2022, and we are currently in Server Manager. And so that concludes this short video presentation on how we go about creating a virtual install of Windows Server 2022 using VirtualBox. You got any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out, contact your instructor, and I'll see you in my next video.